Shalom, shalom to the family. Street baptism back with more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that we believe comes directly from the Father through His Son, Yeshua or Yahushua or Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Whichever pronunciation somebody decides to use is all right, as long as you call on the Father or the Creator in the name of His only begotten. Much love to the family trying to follow in His footsteps in truth and sincerity by way of humility. We gonna get it in. We just gonna deal with the Hebrew mem character. Praise God. Continuing on in a series of segments concerning the basics or the principles of each Hebrew character before we move on to the Greek and other languages if possible. So here's the mem. Here we see the mem right here. Here we see the Aramaic mem. And we can see it looks typed different. And this is one of those characters, praise God, that has two mems. Let me see. Final. Because we talked about 5 characters that have a final form. Praise God. And you have 5 characters that have a final form. So you got the kaf, the final form of the kaf. You see the noon right there, the final form of the noon. The pay, the final form of the pay. The sade, the final form of the sade. And then you got the mem. Now, the final form of the other 4 characters, you can tell the difference because they're longer. But the mem doesn't get longer. It just adds a connector basically to the box. The box is just connected, as y'all can see here too. On the right side, you got the normal form that pops up when this character is at the beginning of the word or in the middle of a word. And on the left, you see the characters when they're at the end of a word, the final form, or the mem sophete, the kaf sophete, the noon sophete. So at the top, you see kaf, you see mem, you see noon, then pay, then sade, praise God. So these are the 5 characters that have a final form, meaning they don't look the same, forgive me, as they do when you find them in the beginning of a word or in the middle. They don't look the same as at the end when you find the characters at the end. So we got the characters. We see the characters. Praise God. Forgive me for any background noise. We got the characters at the top we got through. And now we're here, the lamed, and we see the mem. Here, the mem looks like waves of water. Praise God, because that's what it represents. It represents waves of water. It represents chaos. Mem. Here we go. Ma, mem. Praise God. Here we go with the ma or the mem again. Here we go with the ma or the mem again. It says it can mean water, chaos, because water is unstable. That's what it represents. It can represent blood as a flowing of something, because the mem represents the flow of anything beginning with water. Praise God. The numeric equivalent for this number is, or this character is 40. Praise God. So you got the kaf 20, the lamed 30, and the mem is 40. That's what it that's the numeric equivalent for the character. Here we see the mem again. We see the M for the English M, praise God. Here we see the mem again, 40 again. We see the mem sophete, and the regular mem, the mem sophete being the final mem. And let's see what else we got. Let's get some more definitions. Here we get the mem or the ma again, and it represents chaos as the waters. It can represent the flow of something, and that's what the mem represents. Praise God. The numeric equivalent again being 40. 5 Hebrew characters having the mem. My fault. Having the final form like the mem, the noon, the sade, the pay, and the kaf. And also this mem. This mem is a preposition. As we know, bait is a preposition meaning in, with, or by. As we know, hey, the hey is a definite article which specifies something, the difference between a book and the book. The wow is a conjunction which means and. The kaf means as or like as a preposition. Praise God. This mem as a preposition means of or from something or of something, as in pulling something from the water or something coming of the water. Praise God. And let me see what else I got. Yep. So that's it right there. That's the mem. That's the numeric equivalent for the mem. Here we get again the paleo mem, or the ancient pictograph mem at the bottom, and then we got the Aramaic or the modern Hebrew quote unquote mem, and that's the mem. So again, apply this to life practically, as we should all these characters, because all these characters are elements, principles, literally, rudimentary characters. Praise God, concerning the creation of everything. So, just keep mem in mind when you think about the flow of something. When you're trying to find peace and the mem represents chaos, how do you stop the water? Water's going back and forth. You feel what I'm saying? When you, let's say you put water in a bowl, it's going back and forth, it's unstable. The table you place it on is unstable. Think about making it stable, finding a stability. Praise God. And with that, we can go back to the wild character, which means to secure something. We can go back to different characters, the wall character, the hate, etc. But with that being said, shalom, shalom, street baptism out.